feel like no one really understands what Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have just proved in this game. Their offense is showcasing elite potential. Obviously, their defense needs a lot of work, especially, just being able to stop teams. I mean, you cannot allow 37 points and win too many games, but they have decided to sign Jadeveon Clowney. But in this video specifically, I wanted to break down the offense and how elite they looked. Starting off with this play right here. First thing we notice is they come out with 12 personnel. Now, what does that mean? 12 personnel is essentially one running back in the backfield and two tight ends. Now, the offensive game plan here is to kind of full slide off to the right. We're going to have our tight end block the man side initially as we fake this handoff this way. Now, whenever we run a play action, run a full slide, we're trying to get the second level linebackers to all over commit downhill on the run play. Okay, so as this play starts to initiate, we also notice we have off coverage with inside leverage with CeeDee Lamb. Now we are running a crosser here, and we're running a clear out down to the bottom with George Pickens. Now the plan here is to clear out this DB, utilize our inside leverage wide receiver, and get these linebackers to overcommit on the play action fake. Okay, so as we play action fake, boom, linebackers bite up. Again, we have the leverage here with CeeDee Lamb. Once you see 58 turn his back away from the quarterback, we can throw this football because now he doesn't know when, if, or, when the ball is coming at up, right? He has no idea, right? So we throw this up there, we add the leverage on the DB, and we put this in a great spot, layer it over the linebacker. This is what I'm talking about with Dak Prescott. He showcases some elite potential at times, and if you can get this Dak Prescott consistently, this is a playoff football team. Not only a playoff team, but it's a Super Bowl contending offense. The defense needs some work done, okay? And I will admit that. Will they win a Super Bowl with this current defense playing that way? No. But the offense was good enough where they can put up and establish a lead and hopefully maintain it, right? So we're going to break down the film. I want to show you how good this offense really looked. And before we dive in, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. Subscribe to the channel for more Dallas Cowboy updates. I promise you guys another part will be coming out soon, and here we go right here. So again, if you want another one, let me know and let's dive in. Quick play here. All we're doing is we're going to fake this little bubble screen this way. We're going to act like we're blocking, then slant over the middle. Right now, George Pickens is reading this defender, okay? If he stays off coverage, we're actually going to block. But if he bites down for the bubble, we're going to break out into a slant. Okay, now the reason that is, and you guys, it's very self-explanatory, right? If he comes down, he's more likely to make that tackle early. But if he stays back, now we have a one-on-one block and give CeeDee some space, right? So as George Pickens in this play start, you're gonna see guys gonna bite down. We're actually gonna break on a route. You can even see him right now looking at that DB, ensuring and making sure that's what he's doing. Once he breaks down, boom, ball's out early on the slant, good catch, pick up maybe 10, 12 yards on that play. We'll take that all day long. Just a good little option play for the wide receivers. All right, nice little seam route here by Jake Ferguson, getting up this seam. We're also going to run this little fake a fake toss crack to the outside, which is going to get this defender off of Dak Prescott initially. And then once we are able to read this defense, looks like they're in a zone coverage to me. Boom, fake the toss. See 53 over commit up. But we are doing such a great job. Look at Dak Prescott here. He's looking to the outside. Right now, all we're doing right here is trying to keep this guy frozen. We're trying to keep this guy back while we open up this side, the middle of the seam. Right? So Dak does a good job manipulating the defense, turning, and then firing a dart on a rope right where it needs to be. Another 19-yard pickup for the offense. Another big play. This one to Devontae Turpin. We see the middle of the field is absolutely wide open. We're also going to get this guy to jump off sides just a second. We're going to establish outside leverage, and then boom, we're going to cut over the middle of the field. Beautiful route by Turpin, and because the middle is so open right here, I feel like this was a yes-no read where we're probably going here every single play. As we drop back again, they jump off sides. We have a free play. Look at the outside leverage. We open up the hips of the DB to the sideline. Whenever you see that, the inside's wide open, right? You're just going to be able to beat him, right? Beats him over the middle because he was opened up to the sideline. Takes him a little bit more time to open back up to the middle of the field, right where it needs to be. Again, easy touchdown. Dak Prescott was on one, man. The NFL season is officially back. It is week 2, and now we all have a chance to over 1,000 XR money with the sleep wrap. And if you use my code DUBS, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100. Essentially, if you put $100 in, they're going to give you $100. If you put in $50, they're going to give you $50. That helps me out so much, guys, if you want to just put in my code DUBS, but also helps you out. Now, what I wanted to do in this video was show you my picks for the day, and we're going to do Monday Night Football. We're going to start with Tampa Bay. I'm going to go Mike Evans more than, I'm going to go 60 receiving yards. I think that's fair. I think that's fine. I also want to go to the Las Vegas game. Let's go to pass yards, okay? Look at Geno Smith here. I feel like they might go down early in this game, need to pass the ball. Let's go more than 200 passing yards, and let's cap it off with a... I want to go more receiving yards for Vlad McConkey here. I don't love the Raiders DBs. I think he's going to allow more than 50, and that's it, right? I'm going to keep it right there. I'm going to put 20 for 40, or you can do whatever you guys want. I want you to do me a favor and comment down below your picks for the day, if you do any. And again, use promo code DUBS, and you'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, right? Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. And again, helps me out so much. Let's dive back in. Another insane play. They're actually going to shadow, so we're going to see this guy drop back, and he's going to look immediately at the crosser at CD, and he's going to follow him, right? They're shadowing him. They're putting 2 guys on him because, again, he was the go-to target and will continue to be a go-to target for Dak Prescott. But again, it's funny to see this linebacker over the middle actually turn, find CD, and immediately run. Now, I'm guessing if CD was to break this to the outside or, right, whatever like this, the linebacker would not have shadowed him, but he was only shadowing because he was running a crosser towards his side of the field. So again, he turns, he finds him, he's like, yep, I'm going to ride this down the field. Now we have this in-breaking route, taking away this DB. Now we just have this opportunity here. Now, again, this is a really tough throw to make. We have a one-on-one to the top side. I wouldn't mind throwing that ball either down the field. Right? Looks like they got a little handsy up there. Could have been a penalty. But Dak Prescott knows exactly where he wants to go with the football. Sees the linebacker, but also sees the back of both of these players, the DB and the linebacker. So he says, okay, I can fit this into a tight window where they don't know when or if or where the ball is coming, right? So Dak throws this ball. The ball placement here by Dak Prescott is unreal. Unreal. Only where his guy can get it, right? Layers it over the backer and right in CD's arms. I mean, guys, that is beautiful. If you're a Cowboys fan and you're complaining Dak's not that good of a quarterback, I don't know what else you want from him. I mean, you give him George Pickens, you give him Dak Prescott, yes, Jake Ferguson, and running backs are, I mean, look good, Javonte Williams, right? You have Jalen Tolbert. I don't mind this at all, man. Dak Prescott made some really good throws in this game. Sign me up, man. I think he's in for a big year. All right, another good throw here. All we're doing right here, we're running a dig over the middle, or running a out over here. Now, they kind of cross each other a little bit here, right? Goes a little deeper. But this is actually a really good route concept because we're reading this safety. You see how close he is to the inside? This tells me that Dak Prescott was probably in a yes-no read situation where he was reading this deep safety cover more towards the hash marks than he was the outside boundary. So again, when we drop back in the pocket, if there is pressure coming, which there is, right? They get a little bit of pressure. Dak knows that he would rather throw the outside than the inside, and he prematurely anticipates his breaking open, and man, it was perfect. CD, good adjustment in the air, big time pickup, about 25 yards. I believe there was a roughing the passer and illegal contact on the defense. Oh my Lord, does Dak Prescott get absolutely knocked over on this play. Yeah. Oh, gee. That is crazy. But great anticipation. Guy in your face, anticipating this route winning. Again, the safety just playing way too deep for us to even care at this point. It's put on a rope. I'm so high on Dak this year, man. I think he's such a good player. Thank God they got George Pickens. Another big-time play in the red area. Okay, first thing we notice about this play, guys, is they are cheating their safety towards CeeDee Lamb's side. I believe he's probably running a fade. But to the left side, there's no safety up, okay? So again, this is what we call a yes-no read. We love our wide receiver, George Pickens, who also has outside leverage, okay? We notice how this foot is a little bit to the inside. Okay, boom. Now we have outside leverage. So what we're going to do here is we're running an out to the top of the front of the pylon. Okay, and because they're giving us that inside leverage, or outside, since they're giving us outside leverage, we're taking it. We're going to take it every single day of the week. Now, you're going to see they're opposite on the other side of the field, okay? Because they're trying to force CeeDee Lamb to the inside. So they're playing the outside. And you have a safety over the top. You're probably not going here no matter what. So again, we preach that motion. You have even more guys on this side of the field. We're clearing out George Pickens. And you're going to see he drops back. He immediately looks for George Pickens. Anticipation throw to the pylon. Beautiful throw. Guys, you have to understand, this is one of the toughest throws to make in football, because if you slightly underthrow this thing, it's a pick six, right? If you overthrow it, it's incomplete, right? But it has to be placed perfectly. Again, if you underthrow this thing, they're jumping and they're taking in the other direction for six. But that was a great throw, touchdown. George Pickens, give us, outside leverage, and we'll take it all day long. Look at Dak Prescott's reaction here. Once he sees him catch it, gets hyped. This is what I love to see with Dak Prescott, man. You can tell he's locked in. He knows he's got to win games this year, for sure. Talk about anticipation. Look at this throw right here. We're running a deep stop route. Deep stop route. Okay? Look at this thing right here, guys. Right? We anticipate they're in a mid-read. This guy is just following up the seams, but because he's looking at the tight end and not the quarterback, this makes it a yes ball. We're throwing this ball because he's not looking at us. He can't jump it. Right? So we throw this ball early. The ball's coming out right now. The ball's already coming out. He has even broke for the top of his route yet. And again, this guy's still looking at the tight end. So if we throw this with anticipation, this is because we trust our guy. We know where he's going to stop. We know how deep he's running. We know when he's going to turn around. And boom, turns around. Football is already there. That is chef's kiss when it comes to passing the football right there. Beautiful. Sign me up, man. Let's go. Another insane play. We're in a six-man scat. Running back's going to pick up the A-gap, right? We're going to pick up with our offensive line. We're on a block and release here. We're going to run a deep kind of dig over the middle. Same thing, a little bit shallower dig over the middle. And I believe towards the top side we have a route, but I don't remember what it is. Sorry. We'll figure that out in a second. So let's see what Jake Ferguson is running. But we're going to see pressure kind of break through. They blitz through the A-gap and then send another late blitz right here. As we see that, we got to get the football out. So again, our routes have yet to break yet. We have to make a decision. Now we're reading this deep safety. We could probably fairly assume that he's probably going to follow CeeDee, and he does, okay? So right when he sees that safety make that decision to follow CeeDee over the middle, right, we have to anticipate that number 2, because he's not looking at the quarterback, he's going to continue trailing CeeDee, and this could be our route. And because there's no time in the pocket, we got to get this thing out. He throws with anticipation, and it's a perfect ball. It is a perfect ball under pressure. You can't make up what this guy is doing. You cannot make up what Dak Prescott just pulled off, man. I'm telling you right now. And obviously, he was able to get a nice scramble, 15 yards, set him up for the game-winning field goal in overtime. Congratulations, Cowboys fan. This could be the turning point. This could be what they needed to finally get to the next level. Finally make that jump. Offensively, anyways. Defensively, they're going to need to be better. Okay? It is what it is. They have to be better defensively. And you know what? Let me actually do this. Let me take a look at the numbers for you guys in this video. Team stats. Over here. Alright. So, let's look at it. So, right now, they're 27th in the NFL in points allowed per game. That's got to change. 30th. Okay, so running the ball wise, they're still not good. 18 in sack. This defense needs to be better. Okay, defense needs to be better. They're top 5 in the NFL in points per game. That's fine. We love that, right? Offensively, they're running the football at a really high level. Six in the NFL in yards per carry, right? They're offensively, they are really good. Defensively, they need to be better. Need to be better. Okay, and this is the most important number right here. 18th in sack percentage. Fix that. This team is on the right track. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. Check out Sleeper. It helps me out so much if you use my code. I appreciate you guys so much if you do. If not, it's all good. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.